Maybe you have a health condition that feels minor because right now you're insured and you're getting your prescriptions and you're seeing the doctors you're able to see. But let's say you get divorced and you don't have the right coverage for you and you're just trying to save money on these premiums or whatever. So perhaps you think maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe, let me just save and not take this prescription for a while and let me skip this doctor's appointment. And what was a minor condition or not a condition at all because you were managing it becomes one.
Yeah.
And it becomes more expensive and worse.
And that can look at even, and this people obviously who do that and go, you know what, I actually still fit and young. I don't even need any insurance.
I don't need insurance.
And unfortunately, like you'll then find someone might get some sort of condition and they need all this coverage and protection. And they're going to be out for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Or I'm completely a healthy young person. And then, oops, I rode my bike and I broke my arm. And I already had credit card debt, and now I have to put this extra $12,000 to put my arm back together on my credit card, right? When I was otherwise healthy.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff like that. Anyway.
So I think where you need to really start is getting an inventory and kind of, I think, sounding like a broken record from both of us is...
Broken record, yes.
Let's start at the beginning. Let's document and list out...
List. All
those different insurances that you do have.
That you currently have or need, right? So...
it could be in your name. It could be in your spouse's name. It could be in a joint name, yeah?
Yes. So like...
So you've obviously got... We already spoke about life insurance, but,
yep.
It could be homeowner's insurance.
Renter's insurance.
Correct. Auto, disability, long-term care.
Yep. And of course, health, dental, maybe vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a bunch of different things there.
Yeah.
And you might not have them all, but...
And maybe you feel like you don't necessarily need them all, but you need to think about it, right? And if any of these policies were under your spouse's name, you need to figure it out for yourself. So I would say out of this list, it's the health and dental one, right? So usually, even if both spouses are working, I know I used to do this. We would evaluate which employer had the better, cheaper plan with more coverage.
Or subsidize, yeah.
Yeah.
Not always the employers would subsidize or would subsidize to a different amount there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you're obviously wanting to do this audit, I think, where you for a start, because like as Joe was talking about with healthcare, normally you'd probably be on one spouse's healthcare.
Right. Or if you're a stay-at-home parent, then of course you are on your spouse's plan, right? Yeah. So now you need to figure out how to get your own. You need to make sure your kids are covered, right? Whether you're covering them, your spouse is covering them, you two are splitting the cost, whatever.
Yeah.
So
for like auto, an easy way to do it, I know you were just talking to a client fairly recently, just like
Friday. Yeah.
Like just having a Google, like, best insurance and stuff like that.
Best car insurance. Yeah. And I was mentioning this to Jade. We are not sponsored by NerdWallet, but we might as well should be because
if you are listening.
Yes, I love NerdWallet. So if you do a search for best car insurance, I do like their list as an example for car insurance. And every couple of years, I do go down the line on the list and get online quotes for each one, right? Just to make sure that I have the best coverage right now for the car that I have and that it's a good value.
I've always told clients this, and I've heard it from other people say it too. Like, people are always trying to shop and compare the best phone plan, which is like $60 or something like that. Like, oh, I can,
right?
But these more important tickets in life, some people don't really shop that around on a regular basis,
or they think they don't need it, and it's like, you need it. So actually, let's jump around a little bit. So car insurance, that's a popular type of insurance that typically gets bundled.
Correct. Yeah. So do you want to talk about bundling for now?
Yeah, let's talk about bundling. So a lot of insurance companies like to say, oh, you'll save money if you do everything with us. Like if you get your homeowner's car insurance, umbrella policy, if you do all of it with us, you'll save money. Yep. It's not true.
We all get it in the mail, like save.
Yeah, it could be true. Sorry, it could be true. It's not always true.
In my personal experience, I've never found it to be better off
the same for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's because of where we live or the types of cars we have. So it could be true.
So if it does make sense, I guess what we're trying to say is investigate it.
It doesn't have to be bundled.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So.
Because you should also then be looking at what not only the amount that you're paying, but what you're even going to get covered for.
Yeah.
I unfortunately found out recently with my car insurance where someone ran into the back of me that I didn't have, car rental insurance on it there.
Oh, yes.
So then there was this whole other issue that I had to go through. And look, ultimately I got it reimbursed to me, but then there was all these extra steps that had to go through there where I had to kind of claim it through the other person's insurance and stuff. So,
right. So don't be afraid if you're bundled to explore unbundling, right? And, shopping around your homeowners or renters separate from your car.
Yep.
It's okay.